My son, my son writes things on Facebook periodically. I get such a kick out of them. I'm going to read one to you now. He wrote this yesterday. So you know how you can make social faux pas and it's fairly awkward for all involved, right? Well, I was unaware that such a thing as a fashion faux pas could upset anyone, much less hurt them or shake them to their core. Now, I am aware that I don't have great fashion sense and that the outfits I wear on a daily basis are akin to something pulled out of a bargain bin in Bangladesh, slapped together while higher than a hippie on the third day of an open-air festival. Further, I know that the look of my ensembles can be said to have all the thought and consideration behind them as a man choosing salad toppings while being hunted by a pack of frantic badgers with guns. But I didn't realize how dangerous a look can be. Do you remember in the 90s when it was unexpectedly warm, but once school let out and you were stuck with the burden of the miniature parka that your concerned legal guardian had assigned to you? And you used to swing it around your back, pull the sleeves around the side, tie them together, and wear the shirt home like a miniskirt while enjoying the breeze on your face and the lack of sweat on your everywhere. Well, I forgot that while we in the middle of the country use this shirt-tying method for practical purpose, here in the Pacific Northwest, it was a veritable social movement, and dare I say, way of life. Please recognize satire before writing me angry letters or starting an organic, free-range, gluten-free grassroots organization with the sole purpose of making me realize that I just don't understand. I didn't realize the dire ramifications of what this shirt-holding method had. So I was walking with my wife and the dog this morning, an unusually warm day, and needed to unburden my long-sleeve shirt. I shuffled it off, swung it around my waist, and looped one sleeve over the other. Then, as I pulled it tight enough for it not to fall to my knees, time slowed. As I reached the perfect nodding point, there was a flash of light and a sharp, screaming shriek. The sky paled with the foreboding of 1,000 lost souls tortured in darkness. With a deafening clap, the earth trembled and split wide, belching forth flame and death. From the depths of this twisted chasm rode forth creatures of unholy evil, bent on the misery of life itself. With great wailing and gnashing of teeth, young mothers cast their babies into the fire to keep them from ever knowing the pain that has come onto their world. Men collapsed where they stood, the blood in their veins having turned to sulfur. Hollow, rubbery, steaming piles of refuse lie broken upon the ground where they had stood only moments before. With a great roar of lightning and a wave of liquid flame, figures emerged in the swirling maelstrom of the earth's mortal wound. The last vision seen by my eyes seared into my retinas with the arrival of Vishnu in his destructive fury. Ragnarok in its utter conflagration. L. Ron Hubbard and his oozing manipulations, and the almighty Zeus crashing forth in a chariot of brimstone. The gods and pretenders laid to waste to all existence. The earth shook and crumbled, and Zeus in true form simply had sex with everything. Soul broken and shallow, I fell to my knees in despair. What have I done? I unleashed the very end of creation itself. And that's how I learned that wearing your long-sleeve shirt around your waist is no longer socially acceptable. Heh! I'm glad it wasn't a fanny pack.